I'm here today with Sean McGarvey from McGarvey Residential, just talking a little bit about, our experience with their company and what we did with them to help generate leads for a new project here in St. Augustine called Park Ridge. And Sean, I really appreciate you taking some time to speak with us today.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Thanks for coming in. So, we've been working on this project now. It's been going a little bit over a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
Obviously, pretty hot market.
Yes.
And exciting project for entry-level housing for St. Johns County, which we have a huge deficit of that.
Yeah.
So I think it was an exciting project for McGarvey Residential and a little bit different outside of your typical scope of type of projects, right?
Absolutely.
So what made you guys want to do this type of project?
This one specifically, we really honed in on because of the hot market. Everybody, not sure anybody could anticipate COVID,
Right.
but things were still pretty hot prior.
Mm-hmm.
And so the boom has certainly helped. And, we also really started this project in the hopes of providing some, really nice but affordable housing in St. Johns County, which is, has a big lack of that.
Right. Well, that's great. It's great that you guys jumped in there and were able to help provide that for the community. It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And so, prior to working with us on this particular project and doing the marketing, what had been your experiences, previously marketing, other projects that you guys had done?
Previously, we had done primarily B2B sales, and when we were, buying up raw land, doing the improvements, building the roads, and then we were selling lots to builders. And so in most cases when we were, we personally were marketing the community, we would have one messaging, or I should say one message, that was more of a B2B play of, single family lots. And in a lot of cases we're, out there looking for different building partners. And most recently in Ocean Ridge, that was initially the plan, but we had a builder back out on us. And so we were left with 40 lots. Ultimately, we decided to just retail those lots ourselves. And so we hired a local marketing firm, and really what ended up happening was between the marketing firm we hired and the listing agent we hired, there wasn't any cohesive messaging, and we basically had, two people doing one job. And so, we haven't had a whole lot of cohesion in our most recent projects, and that was one thing we were certainly looking for in Park Ridge.
Okay, fantastic. And so do you feel like with what we did, we were able to deliver some of that cohesion and that messaging?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's been fantastic to be able to work with you guys because you work so closely with Jackie, who is our sales agent, to make sure that, it's one concise message, everything is being, done as a team, the communication is, constant and always productive. And so, yeah, it's really helped us, direct the messaging, towards our target consumer, and frankly, the results have shown in our sales.
Fantastic. And how many sales have you had thus far in the community?
Out of every townhome that we have put on the market thus far over the last 4 months, we have sold 35 out of 37. So we currently only have 2 available right now.
And this was 62 units or 64?
66.
66 total units.
Yep.
So that's great. That's great. I'm glad you guys had such success with that, and we've been able to get those sold for you with our marketing. It's very, it's a great success story, absolutely, for you guys and for us. And we've appreciated the partnership that we've had working with you on it.
Likewise.
And so what made, other than that cohesion, was there anything that kind of set apart the services and what we provided as opposed to what maybe other things you've done in the past?
Absolutely. I would say just from a sheer volume of lead generation, again, the sales speak for themselves. We, have all sorts of problems given today's current construction climate, but finding leads that are good quality leads and converting has not been a problem at all. And so it's really enabled us to focus more energy on trying to remedy just, the problems that everybody's having in the market today, and focus less on, how are we going to sell the next unit.
Right. Well, fantastic. So another thing that I remember when we first started working together on this particular project, one of the things that was a challenge for you guys was not only when the leads come in, but making sure that you were able to contact those leads efficiently and quickly, and then with multiple touch points and follow-up and automation.
Yes.
And so, we put together different software solutions that provided automation and follow-up, and we think that was very successful. How has that worked with your sales staff?
It's been fantastic. It's enabled Jackie to stay very organized. There are lots of leads coming in, and she's the only one handling them. And it's given her, a system where she knows exactly where she stands with each conversation. Even prior to that, we were, traditionally pretty old school marketers, and I like to think of, working with McGRAW specifically as sort of the digitization of the McGarvey community's projects.
Yeah, that was our goal from the get-go. And I remember we even had several conversations about print advertising and traditional advertising, and we even did some analytics on those, tracking those. And I think we quickly understood the difference between the performance of the digital marketing as opposed to traditional marketing. Although, for brand recognition and certain purposes, print advertising, billboards, being in the right publications was important for certain, brand recognition and brand building. But from a lead generation standpoint, I think we were able to prove pretty quickly that digital marketing was far more successful.
Absolutely. We were able to shift resources less in the awareness sense and more to the conversion side.
So outside of these straightforward results of sales and leads, was there anything else that you found that made you happy to work with us?
To be really candid with you, we're very relaxed. I like that, you guys are pretty relaxed, and it's easy to get in touch with you. We can come down here and pop in the office anytime we need to. And, I really appreciate, the consistent follow-up from your team. I hear from Ursula every couple of weeks with, design ideas. James always checks up and, is given insight on how the back end of the site's going. And so it's been a really, really productive relationship in our eyes.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And then, finally, would you recommend us to other people, not only in your space, but potentially in other verticals and other business lines?
Absolutely. We have the utmost confidence in you guys, and you've really helped us, adapt from, again, this started as a big awareness play and has turned into a straight, let's sell. And so I think you've proven yourself.
Well, thank you. And that's our goal, is not only to bring in the leads, but also give you the tools necessary to convert those leads to sales, and improving the whole sales process. So I'm really happy this has been such a successful story for us both, and we wish you continued success selling out Park Ridge, and we value our relationship working with you, and we can't wait to work on the next project together.
Likewise.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming.